Have you ever wondered if you'll actually be able to own a home one day? It's a dream that feels like it's slipping away in most countries. The cost of housing is climbing way faster than our paychecks. Stick around for years. It has been one of the world's most expensive and severely unaffordable housing markets. With a critical lack of land, an incredibly dense population, and a steady stream of foreign investment, property prices are just astronomical. The gap between average salaries and home prices is so wide that it can take decades of saving just to afford a tiny apartment. Because you might be shocked to see which countries have the most out-of-reach property markets on the planet. Big cities like Sydney and Melbourne are consistently ranked among the world's least affordable places to live. A mix of housing shortages, foreign investment, and decades of rising prices has locked an entire generation of young Australians out of the market. The dream of owning a house with a backyard is becoming more and more of a fantasy. Let's see if your country made the list. If you're finding this breakdown valuable now, this is a country known for being expensive, but the capital city of Maputo tells a story of deep inequality. It's a story about paychecks that can't keep up with prices. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. About a lack of new homes to meet the demand, and about younger generations being locked out of one of the most important ways to build wealth. This is more than just economics, something that is fundamentally changing our societies. Fueled by foreign investment in resources that benefits only a small elite, the price of luxury apartments can compete with those in major world capitals. For the vast majority of local citizens who live on incredibly low incomes, owning a formal home is an impossible fantasy. This severe affordability gap, driven by inequality, is a growing problem in other developing nations as well, such as Ethiopia and Cameroon. But its housing situation is unique. While it might not always top the charts in global affordability, reports that focus on price-to-income ratios, the absolute price of homes in cities like Zurich and Geneva can easily top $1 million. A big reason for this is that foreign buyers see Swiss property as a super safe investment, which keeps prices climbing far beyond what most locals can afford. Do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the trends shaping our world. Let's get back to it. Not just for people on minimum wage, but for doctors, lawyers, and engineers. Despite its wide open spaces, its major cities tell a very different story. Major economic hubs like New York, Los Angeles, and San Francisco are impossibly expensive for most people. In these cities, home prices are way above the national median, and wages just haven't been able to keep up. This is creating a permanent class of renters, even among well-paid professionals. Vancouver and Toronto are practically in their own universe. When it comes to unaffordability, fueled by international investment and a lack of available homes, prices in these cities have completely detached from what local people actually earn, pushing the dream of homeownership further away for millions. We're about to take a trip across 10 nations where the price of a home has become so disconnected from reality that even high-income earners are being forced to rent for life. London is a global financial capital, but its property market is notoriously brutal. Prices in the city are so high that they warp the entire country's average, making the UK one of the most expensive places in Europe to buy a home. As a global financial hub with very little land to spare, the fight for housing is intense. The government has public housing programs, but even the prices for these subsidized homes have been climbing steadily. The city of Auckland, in particular, has become a symbol of the housing crisis. For years, demand has completely overwhelmed supply, causing the price-to-income ratio to become one of the highest in the developed world. That famous laid-back lifestyle now comes at a very steep price. And as for private property, the costs are staggering, pushed up by a powerful economy and its reputation as a magnet for the world's wealthiest people. This isn't just a problem in a few big cities. It's a global crisis. So how affordable is a house where you live? First up is a place that's legendary for its eye-watering prices: Hong Kong. Next is the island nation of Singapore. Our third stop is in the Middle East, Israel. The country has watched its property prices soar, especially in hubs like Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. A booming tech sector has created a lot of wealth. But it has also pushed housing costs to levels that are simply unattainable for a huge part of the population. For many, wages have stagnated while demand keeps climbing, making homeownership a nearly impossible goal. Now, for a country you might not have expected to be so high on the list, New Zealand. From there, we head over to Australia. This is a crisis that's changing the way we live. Let's talk about Canada. It's just south of the border. The United States is facing a similar challenge. While affordability is a totally different story from state to state, then there's the United Kingdom. Our next stop is Switzerland. And for our final and perhaps most revealing entry, we go to Mozambique. This might seem like a surprise. From the shiny skyscrapers of Hong Kong to the growing cities of Africa, the housing crisis is a story we all share. So, the big question is, what do you think we need to do to keep housing affordable for everyone?